Okay, so we're going live. I'm going to go live with Make Me Garden right now, and we're going to shoot Gardening Upshot with Make Me Garden on Instagram story live right now. So let's just wait for Rohit to join. Previously, he was unable to join for some reason. Okay, he's in the house. Let's see if you can come. Okay, go live. Can he join? Hey man. Oh, finally.
Yeah. There was some
I
problem.
thought
I don't know why.
I thought this was not gonna happen today.
Oh, there's some glitch. It is slow. I think the internet is slow, a little bit slow.
But I can hear you. It's just that you're not clear, I guess.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yeah, you are audible. You're very much audible.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so okay, let's do one thing. Drop in a comment
Huh.
first, so that I'm dropping in a
Okay.
comment first, so that people know it's gardening
Okay.
upshop with making garden.
Okay.
Gardening upshop. And sure, yeah, you may you might be right, bro. Gardening upshop with making garden. Okay, let's go. What's the topic, man? What's
It's
the overall
basically
topic?
about the current cycle. Yeah, it's currently about the cyclone effects and what that has been happening around because there are a
Mm-hmm.
lot of heavy winds you see every day. There are a lot of
Yeah.
air currents and a lot of cloudy days ahead. And also
Mm-hmm.
even monsoon is coming in the days to come. Like just we are 1 or 1.5 months away. So we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to address little problems which we can do it all by ourselves, so
Okay.
that people can protect their plants well in advance. That's the basic topic that we want. Always the gardening culture has been more or less about the situations and conditions and what we are
Mm-hmm.
learning at the same time. So it'll be on the same topic, like what people will be facing in the next 1 to 2 months or currently because of the cyclone.
Right, right. Okay, so for the
Yeah.
viewers, let me just give them a example of how this will go. I have five questions with me
Okay.
here. I'll be asking Rohit that, and Rohit will be answering them. So, at the
Yeah.
same time, I will also be learning. So, for whoever is watching, I hope they also learn something new today here. And if you have any questions regarding what's happening, you can drop it down in the comments. And I think at the end, we'll go back to them and refer to them. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get started. Are we getting started with it,
We'll
Rohit?
get started.
By the way,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
episode is this?
It's 12, number 12.
Bro, I think it's number 11, man. On my Spotify, there are only 10 episodes actually. I could not
Okay,
find
you
another
told
one.
no, the last one, you told even to one of the followers that the last one you didn't upload it.
But now I did, and still we're short by one
Okay,
episode.
I think,
I think I
yeah,
miscounted.
yeah, I think, yeah, maybe. But it is 12 because we have been doing consistently for almost so many weeks, so it is 12.
I wouldn't agree that we're consistent, but okay, cool.
Yeah, in the recent, like in 1 month, there were little disturbances, but before we did, yeah,
Yeah, before we did. Anyways, let's get
yeah,
into the questions.
okay.
The first question, what are the precautions we have to take for our home garden when, as you're telling the monsoon seasons are approaching? What are the few basic precautions we need to take for that?
Okay. So currently, considering the monsoon and sudden showers that come in the sudden times and unpredictable times, it is
Hmm.
always suggestible that, and also this is being done currently because people are also facing summers at the same time.
Hmm.
Don't put your plants directly in the open. If you are putting your plants directly in the open, it is almost like a risk factor because you never know when the environment or the climatic conditions are changing around you.
Hmm.
So either if you're putting it in completely outside, have some translucent shade net or any kind of protective outside. Don't leave it to the sun directly. Even too much heat will spoil and sudden rains will spoil the plant. So if you have a little bit of shady space in your area where there is not too much of sun or too much of exposure to the open sky outside, you definitely have such place. Most of the people will have at least one spot. So try
Hmm.
to adjust most of your plants in that spot so that you don't get exposed to the direct climatic factors that will affect your plants. So that's one way of doing. And another way that I would personally recommend is that don't have too many pots when the monsoon is arriving, or have something very easy to move. Like most of the people invest on big ceramic pots, and that's a big headache because there are so many individual ceramic pots that you won't find enough space. So before monsoons, usually people maintain two kinds of pots, one for the monsoons and another for summers and winters, and they do it accordingly. And after every 3 months, they make sure that they're changing their soil. They're also changing the pots, and they're maintaining that healthiness of the plant. And also, they don't compromise on nutrition. So
This
usually,
this is for
when the
vegetables,
monsoon,
or this is
all the
in the
plants,
context of
all the
vegetables, or
plants.
all? Okay, all.
All the plants in general. Vegetables, in Make Me Gardens perspective, we don't have a problem because we use grow bags. They're very easy to adjust. You can also shape them, which
Hmm.
many people don't know around the corner. You can make your grow bag round, you can make your grow bag straight and strong, and you can make your grow bag even flat, totally flat, based on the requirements.
Yeah, we
So
have
grow
different
bag is
sizes.
very much, yeah, we have different sizes, and even the same bag can be put up in different styles possible, which many
Right,
people do not explore that aspect. They just see it in one way that the bag is filled. So even to satisfy clients, we fill the bags. That's it.
right.
So that's one way. That's one way. And another one, personally, I would suggest is mulch, which we have spoken about in the previous sessions or episodes of Gardening Gupshup,
Hmm.
where you have to cover your entire soil with something that has more of pebbles and rocks, which will completely cover the soil, and most of the water will splash outside. That's one way of doing it.
It'll harm the plant.
So these are, yeah, basically it will harm the plant, but in monsoon it will save the plant because it will repel the excess of water that falls onto the soil.
Okay, you mean for the season you can change it.
Yes, yes. For the
Right.
season, like basically if in summer season, you're topping up the entire soil with pebbles and rocks, it is going to kill the crop inside. But when you're doing it in the monsoons, when the water is falling on it, it will repel the water. That's one way of doing it. And more or less, what are safety precautions? Have good drain holes under your bags or pots. They'll entirely take out the unnecessary water. And have loose soil, like potting mixture, something like potting mixture. Coco peat is not going to help you because coco peat is only one fiber. It is made of coconut. It doesn't have any nutrients inside. So basically, have a good mix of potting mixture which can hold the nutrients, which can hold the roots and also drain the water easily.
So most of the precautions you're basically talking about is to avoid water clogging. Because I feel like
Yeah,
in
yeah,
monsoon seasons, that's one of the major reasons why plants die, or either with the harsh direct contact. I
yeah,
think they die for that, the
yeah,
other reason as well.
yeah. Usually, rotting is a huge problem in monsoons where if the soil is hard inside, for example, it's a completely red soil inside the pot, and you have lots of roots inside. They get
Hmm.
rotted when there is a lot of water logging inside. People think that when leaves are turning yellow, most of the people think that my nutrition is not enough or my watering is not enough. But sometimes it could be the rot. Sometimes the roots get rot and they get yellow. The leaves and plants get yellow in color.
Okay.
So that's one thing people would have to take care of. Don't judge immediately, be it the change in color of leaves or the quality of fruit. Don't come to conclusions immediately. Try to explore it in the deep sense. That's what is a recommendation.
Awesome. Now, keeping that as context, let's move on to the second question.
Yeah.
So, how should I handle the situation after my plants have been waterlogged? We were just talking about that. So, if that happens to
Yeah.
someone,
Yeah.
how do they handle it?
Yeah. Okay. Waterlogging is one such problem where there are only two ways to go by it. There is no third option basically. So
Mm-hmm.
one is completely take out your plant. If you believe that most of the people can easily identify, then water is so much logged till outside the water is completely logged. It means that either the pot doesn't have a drainage hole and your
Mm-hmm.
soil is not loose and fertile enough to let the water drip and go outside. So all you can do is first, let's assume a positive case where both the pot and the soil are very loose and fertile, but still there is logging due to some XYZ reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Then what you will have to do is you have to completely shift it into a new soil. Like you will have to
Okay.
make again your own composition or whatever you want to do in a newer pot or grow bag. You can directly put it inside. And another way of doing it, if you think the logging is not so hard, but the soil lost a lot of nutrients, so what you
Mm-hmm.
have to do is just try to loosen the soil first. Don't put nutrients right away. It's very wrong. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you think due to logging there's a lot of water loss and nutrient loss, what you have to do is you have to make sure that you loosen the soil first. Put some coco peat. Try to make it more loose. Then add nutrients to it. That's the way of doing it. And if you're too late by the time you reach out to your plant to help it out, if you think the root is rot, just see if there are any other roots coming out or any new leaves coming out. If there are new leaves
Okay.
and roots that are penetrating, just leave it there and try to grow the plant again. If you see the root is rot, definitely the plant is going to die in few days.
So mostly they need to remove the top layer of the soil. First, you even check if the roots are spoiled or not. Or even in general, they need to remove the top layer and,
Yeah.
give additional new soil and new nutrient to the soil. Are you here, Rohit?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there's a lag, but okay.
Okay.
Okay, this was for the positive. Bro, I can hear myself.
Okay. You're able to hear yourself.
Yeah. Am I on speaker or something? Am I
I
on
don't know.
speaker?
No, you're clearly audible to me.
Okay, cool.
There's some technical slacks on Instagram, bro. There's some changes being done. So most of the people are facing it.
That's okay. But this was for
Yeah.
the positive case. Now let's talk about the negative case. Worst of the
Okay.
worst scenario, how does a person handle that?
Change everything. That's the only way of going by it. Completely change everything and happily enjoy the process. See, understand if your root is completely rot or not. Rot means the root, like it'll
So
get
not
completely.
just the plant that they need to change, even the entire soil, because the soil is also completely almost useless right now.
Yeah, when the water becomes locked inside the soil, the thing is
Mhm.
that it completely loses its what do they say, the aeration part. I mean, there's no air space left for the root to take some oxygen inside.
Okay.
It completely logs the entire holes of the soil, the air pores. It
Hmm.
completely logs them, and automatically the plant will die. So what we have to do is we have to ensure that the soil is loose again, so that it will get all the air, water, and all the resources equally, so that it can grow.
I think if they're maintaining their plants every week or every month, they will be losing it. I think the people who will
Yeah.
face this problem is the ones who just water and let their plants be.
No, even recently when I and Rajesh visited my home avatar, so
Hmm.
there were few plants which were completely waterlogged. Like
Okay.
the client that there is a lot of logging happening inside. They don't dig deep inside, right? They just see outside. If it's performing well, they're okay with it. They
Hmm.
don't see what's happening inside. When we actually went deep inside, we saw that there was a lot of water logged inside.
Okay.
So if we wouldn't have taken care of it, maybe in a span of 1 month or two, the
The
all the plants
plant
would
would
have
have
died.
died.
Yeah, she wouldn't know. She would have felt that, okay, I didn't give sufficient nutrition, I didn't give sufficient water, something. She would have made assumptions. but
Right.
that's not the way to go by it.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question now.
Yeah.
The third question, can polythene mulch covers be used to protect a plant from waterlogging?
Yeah, mulch covers are a very good option. I'll also give you a DIY technique on how you can do that. As
Hmm.
if you don't know about mulch is nothing but a protective top layer that is put on the soil. If it is not organic, it is only the cover mulch which is used, a polythene cover mulch which is used
Hmm.
over the soil. So that is basically a very simple way of doing it. Like you get a lot of bubble wraps, plastic wraps outside. All you have to
Hmm.
do is you have to cover, except the stem of the plant, all the soil part you can cover it with the polythene, so that no
Okay,
water enters inside. Only you will have to open the cover and water it, and again close it off. That's the way of doing it.
but that's a very, time-taking process, I guess, if you're doing it.
Time taking process, but if there are people like people of Vizag quite frequently face rains due to the weather, be the sea or something like that, and they have so many plants to handle. I think even though a little time taking, this is a worthy option of doing it.
So what do
If they
you,
don't want to invest on
how about
nets
somebody
and
from Hyderabad?
they can have it before some heavy monsoons like July, August are quite the time when we have heavy rains. So
Hmm.
at that point of time, if they are not able to handle, or usually when these rains fall, these people are not at home. They have work, they have some other job to do, or they have somewhere to go.
Hmm.
What they can do is they can simply have these covers. If they think
Right.
that there are heavy rains or heavy possibility of rains that are going to come in the period of time.
So that's still 1 month ahead, but it's just a
Yeah.
protective measure they can take.
Yeah, it's effective. Nobody generally recommends it except for the big scale industries that work on it. Like the horticulture department does it
Hmm.
during this off period when there's mulching season. They can't go and do organic mulch for each and every plant. Some industries like forestry department, agroforestry department, these people they do it in bulk. So these
Okay.
people use this protective polythene covers. So it works for people like them. Even home people can use these techniques.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an easy way. It's an easy way. It won't cost you anything. So only that it takes your time and patience. That's it.
Understood. But uh, okay, so if a person has a question like, if I manage my plant with waterlogging, is this necessary, or should I think about this?
Definitely, you should think about this until and unless you don't have a very good soil management at your home. If you think that you are using just the soil which you have brought from the nursery, or if you just think that you have made your own mixture without any knowledge, you will have to take time and work on it because it's not an easy job. Waterlogging is the most frequently heard case. People don't know about it.
No, I'm
People think that
asking
my
you,
plant.
did you get my question?
Okay, can you just say it again?
My question is, if a person manages the waterlogging process in general for the plant, well, does that
Okay.
person have to think about using polythene as a mulching thing
Oh,
and protecting the
okay.
plant?
Okay. People who have experience or who know to do it, even without the polythene process, they can go ahead. That's not at all a problem. Like if you know how to manage it, it's okay.
Okay. But for the
If you
general
don't,
daily household gardener,
yeah, they will know. They'll know the technique. Definitely, they'll know the technique.
okay.
Yeah, they'll sense it much before us. They'll sense it before normal audience who are trying it just for one or two times. There are nave gardeners, there are home gardeners. These
Mm-hmm.
home gardeners have good touch with their plants. They know if even a small thing is going wrong, they can immediately correct it. That's the
Right.
specialty of these people. They have good connection with their plant. They don't have any expertise. That's a magical moment.
We've actually seen that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our fourth question. Can an overly watered plant survive? Usually the saying is, if you
Overly water.
overwater a plant, it dies. But obviously that's
Hmm.
not always.
Yeah.
So you
So,
can
overwatering could accident basically. According to me, it has to be accident. If by chance there are people who are watering their plants, somebody called them. They got a call, a very important call. They leave the
pipe.
sprayer inside the. They leave the pipe in the garden and they leave. Then they see there's lot of water spread around and lot of overlogging.
Right.
So in these times, whenever if you feel you have overwatered, first thing you have to do is if the plant is in a pot and the
Mm-hmm.
pot is overwatered, all you have to do is you have to the pot is standing vertically. You have to make
Mm-hmm.
it horizontal in the first place. Leave it for 20 to 30 minutes. It will drain maximum possible water outside the pot and just touch the soil and see if you feel that the soil is highly watered and it is very loose that even your whole hand is going inside the pot, then all you have to do is go get coco peat, lots of coco peat, like at least get some 10 to 15 kgs of coco peat and
Okay.
completely cover the soil with coco peat and
This
again
is for how much
dig holes.
quantity?
Like you get standard pots, like they have 20 kgs of soil inside,
Okay.
and
You know,
when you
15
think
kg
that
of cocoa peat for 20 kg of soil.
yeah, they might not need it fully. Just I'm telling, they get in that quantities, get that bag,
Okay.
and see how much it fits into that. Because we don't know till what extent the water has gone. But
Mm-hmm.
most of the cases, overwatering should be treated as an accident and should be given immediate care and attention. Or not, if it stays and logs for at least 3 to 4 days, the plant will show some negative indications like leaves dropping, turning yellow, or some they don't grow healthy. They'll have stunted growth throughout their lifespan. They
They
don't grow.
they won't grow.
They won't grow. They'll be
Right.
stunted for a very long. So and also if possible you can use potting mixture, but that's a little bit of expensive option. So I would recommend go with coco peat. And later on, yeah, even bricks work magic. Coco peat bricks you don't get them immediately in Hyderabad, but coco peat bricks work magic. When there is overlogging, you can just put 2 to 3 biscuits inside the pot and it'll manage.
But I personally, do you personally know where can somebody get it in Hyderabad?
No, we cannot get.
I guess you can only order it online.
Yeah, only you can order it online, and even they're not reliable sources. You will have to get them from Kerala and Tamil Nadu.
But they look really cool, man. The way they expand and stuff.
They look cool. No, even to start up, basically the even for businesses to take up coco peat bricks, it is very costly basically. So they'll ask us to invest like at least 10 to 15K on it, but that's pointless. We can't sell those many bricks. We're
Right.
bricks here until and unless we have a project to do. So that's the
Bes-
only reason even we,
Besides our
it's
USP is our soil.
yeah.
I
bricks
I call it
bricks is
magic
a
soil.
thing for yeah, yeah, magic soil, yeah.
You were saying bricks is?
Bricks are only for project based things, like if you want to export it to the USA or if you want
Hmm.
to send it somewhere very long to go, then you'll have to use bricks. Then they can put it in water, it will expand. You know what is the magic of these bricks is that if you how much ever water you pour, they'll turn out to be that much.
What do you mean? There's no end to it, or obviously there'll be some end to it.
No, I mean with your portion. Like they'll tell you, like there's a small brick of this size. It
Hmm.
can give you like almost like 100 to 150 grams of peat, the loose peat.
Okay.
Yeah, it is like that. And if there's a brick of this size, it can give you almost 5 kgs.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's yeah, it's like that. And you can mix other compost with that as well.
We should really get that to our office and try it once. I think that would be interesting.
And there's a brick. There's actually a brick in the office. We can try it.
Oh, let's do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to our fifth and our final question.
Yeah.
Do heavy winds and air currents damage pollens and dampen the pollination process?
Yes, they will. Definitely they will. But It also depends on the strength of the plant, on how well it is holding the pollens to the plant. Like
Mm-hmm.
air currents and winds are something that create turbulence across the place. So there are when there is heavy wind, our caps and hats even flow away and they go away. So something, an accessory itself can't hold to a place when there are heavy winds. Pollen is a very sensitive item. It's
Right.
as sensitive as our eyelashes, very sensitive. So something like that. I would say this is a marathon process because it's the strength that you give to a
Yeah.
plant gradually. It's a it's a process. Like from the when the plant is a sapling, from that stage to the fruit stage, you will be feeding it something, right? You will be giving it some nutrients. You will be giving it some XYZ of minerals and stuff in the
Mm-hmm.
process. So how well you treat them, they get that stronger and they can hold the pollen tube. So that's the way we build it. And also once when there is too much air, even a strong one cannot hold. So when, if you think that your pollens are growing well and there are flowering, quite good flowering, but after heavy winds there is a lot of damage to my plant, always buy pollen bags. That's a very good idea. In And tie them to the crop.
Okay.
If people or any followers or any viewers are watching this, if you have been to a place like ICRISAT is our own agricultural lab and a field where people do a lot of pollination activities. So
Mm-hmm.
when you are, if you plan on visiting there, you can see there are a lot of plants tied with pollen bags every day. They want to produce very pure genomes. Like, I mean, they want to produce a pure plant. So they
Okay.
don't let cross pollen the plants. So that's how it is maintained. And if you want to protect your plant from turbulence, go with pollen bags. And sometimes your flowers can withstand the wind. Like I have been to we both have been to Bodhi Valley, and you see that there were cluster beans there. They were flowering
Right.
actually. The heavy
The
winds
winds
and
were
turbulence,
very insane.
yeah, it grows very well at the same time. So whatever we are feeding it and whatever we are giving it is right. So hence it could hold up to the plant, right? Or else it would have blown up long away
Right. I think it's
with a
like
kind of. Hmm.
vibe, man. I think they had a very strong vibe at Bodhi Valley that, the plants just grew.
Yeah, the plants really grew well, and the flowers. I was really worried about the flowers part because there were a lot of winds and rains before 2 days we visited them. So I was wondering if how many would survive even because the nets were having this issue and all this stuff.
Right.
But seriously, surprised seeing the really well-grown plants. And I think in a month or so, even we'll have fruit to consume.
I think they grew really well because they had this shade net on top. And the
Yeah,
sunlight was not so harsh on them. The herbs grew amazing,
yeah, exactly.
especially the lettuce, man. Did you even expect? Okay, wait, one thing before we go to this topic. By the way, that was the end of Gardening Upshot. Now I'm just discussing some random detail with Rohit from a client's place. Did you even think the
Yeah.
lettuce would have grown at such a good rate or that amazingly well?
No, when I invested like 400 rupees, even without telling to the client, it is directly investing because the client believes us, we invest in whatever they ask for. So
One
there will
thing,
be a
bro,
worry.
before you go ahead, when he's
Uh,
mentioning 400, tell them how much do you get other seeds at, so that they
okay.
understand how much more is this specific seed.
Yeah, generally all the 21 varieties or 18 to 21 varieties you see on Make Me Gardens website are placed
Mm-hmm.
at rupees 25 each, basically at purchase, at any
Right.
point of sale. And on website you get it at rupees 50 plus the website charges.
Mm-hmm.
And we give you a sufficient quantity. We don't count the seeds and give you, but we consider that you're growing the plant for, like, you would be harvesting for at least 3 to 6 months,
We
depending on
actually
how
give
well you
extra.
use your. Yeah, we do give extra seeds at the same time because we wanted to try more and more of gardening and planting. So if
Right.
you compare the figure, like 50 rupees and 400 rupees, it is like into eight times the general price we provide the customers to. So now you see, if a person is investing 8 times on one pack of seeds, it is that should be something special,
Right.
or not, we shouldn't invest there. So every time when we plant, it's the same day. Even with MMG seeds, we consider it our first day of gardening and we plant it. We never know if it's coming tomorrow or it's ditching us tomorrow. We just go with the same hope of doing it. But I have to say that though we doubt other plants we invest in, but MMG seed even today,
They grow.
all the seeds work really well.
As a matter of fact, hybrid seed they were not growing so well, but
Huh.
MMG seeds already grew a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Even cherry tomatoes. I was surprised that cherry tomatoes I invested like 60 rupees for a pack of seeds. There were 20 seeds. And I invested 60 rupees. And still they're going average. And
We
MME,
placed all 20.
MME and I just put randomly our tomato seeds, the desi tomato seeds were put in, and there was super growth. I was like shocked.
Our things grow awesome, bro. Even the calendar which I threw it in my pot
Hmm.
outside, there were also tomatoes and I actually got them through the calendar
Ah,
one.
that's
So,
it.
the seeds are awesome that we get.
Yeah, the kind of I think it should be, the majority of credit should be given to the farmers who choose these seeds, especially while giving out these seeds, because it also builds confidence in the kind of seeds they're using outside. When
Right.
people like us are picking up the farmers' toys and we are getting a success rate for our startup and we are able to establish that trust between us and the clients, it means that we are also trusting a person, a farmer who's serving to millions of people every month and every year. So that's something that's very exciting to see in the macro point of view.
And the changes continues. We
Huh,
are
huh.
making somebody else do the same thing at a smaller scale, but still it is
Yeah,
something. So, that is also
yeah,
still awesome.
because when we see that when we will reach our 1 million mark of clients in the progressive years to come, it would be like we are those because we are those farmers who are building another 1 million farmers. So
Right.
it's something like that how the community gardening
It's
works
a,
in
fa-
the market today.
as you tell, we call everybody a gardener. It's
Yeah,
like a gardening family.
yeah, it's like a gardening family, definitely. And whatever we try to suggest or do is something that's very genuine when compared to what is being done outside. Because, when we are trying to buy hybrids, we get really good incentives. When we buy from farmers, there are absolutely no incentives. The only
Right.
incentive is you're helping a farmer. It's on goodwill note, it's not on a monetary note. So when we are doing that, I have got several requests saying that for your beach bappa alone, you spend 15,000 worth of seeds, and that's ridiculous. You have to spend just 5,000 and get this 10,000 as a profit by selling your lot generally. So then I've told that that's nothing. That's the cost we are trying to promote. Nothing else than that. We have those safety margins with us, but we want the value that has to go
Right.
forward.
I think we
Yeah,
had the
that's
same
important.
discussion today also. That it's
Yeah,
the value.
exactly. Yeah, it's the value proposition that is being passed on to the clients, and yeah, everybody is happy, so we are happy ultimately.
Okay, so talking about Beach Bappa, so
Huh.
give them a small gist of how, like, what can they expect in terms of Beach Bappa this year, and how will it be different compared to last year?
Okay, so beach bappa would remain on the same price, no matter if it's covid, if it's inflation or it's exploitation in the market. We would never change it. We would reduce our margins, but we would never change the price because we want to establish a friendly relationship with every person who's there in the market, because that's important. We are growing and we should be in that motive where people would want to stay with us for longer. So that's one thing. Beach Bappa would not change even this year. The price would be the same. It would be placed at rupees 350 for e-commerce. I mean, you buy it on. Also see to that there are little more portals added, so that people were telling us that it's only available on your website, and we addition this time you would have many e-commerce partners maybe joining us. We'll try to crack good deals, and we would also put more point of sale units where you can walk in and buy your beach bappa this time. That would be one addition. And coming to the product, we would be happy if even few of our followers would join in this process. we always have this setup where we have a box, where we have a cocoa pot, we have soil, we have Ganesha, everything put. It's a complete package. But we want to ensure that if anybody could innovate this procedure where the box and the pot can be one, so that we
Okay.
technically save our sustainable resources. We don't want to, we also like the Musk way of going and approaching things where we want to reduce the wastage and we want to
Right.
remain sustainable. So if anybody could recommend us that the box and pot, if they could be the same, including the branding proposition, where we can brand our clients who want to partner with us, we would be really happy. So if you could even help us, or if there are any good designers or product designers with us, they can also ideate on it. And if you could come out with a good solution, which is saving us a lot of money, you can also commission based on the base of that.
Definitely, definitely. That's one thing we tell everybody, right?
Yeah,
You get me business or
yeah,
you help me with my business. If I make money, you
yeah,
also make money.
exactly. So we want to make sure that we are more sustainable in the times to come, and we should ensure that we don't use up resources unnecessarily just for the sake that, see, if we put a good box and we get really super cool branding offers because the display is very wide, very beautiful, anyone would love it. But why we are doing this is just for the fact that we want to be more sustainable in the market,
Right,
both by
right.
action and even in the thought. So that's how it will be. And more exciting thing is that we are looking for a better idol. If you have any good idol recommendations, you can come up to. We want the idol to be more lighter and more beautiful, because every time having a handmade idol makes the box heavier, and the transport would be a more costlier thing. So we want to be more sustainable even in that aspect. So I have started doing some research so that it would help us promote the product better and the idea better. So even our followers could join in helping us do that.
Definitely. And this time we are not just going with a different idol, but if somebody is ordering in a bulk quantity in advance, we can customize an entire idol for your lot. Last year we
Yeah,
had the option to do it, but in the last moment we got to do it. But this time, since
hmm,
we are planning ahead, we are planning to go ahead and give a whole different customization if you want for a separate lot.
definitely, definitely.
I think that is also
Like,
super cool.
yeah, it's always this thing that people who plan in advance are always benefited in the end. Like you have to be like 2 to 3 steps ahead than what ordinary public does, because we get proposals in the last 3 days, 4 days to work out something for them. That's
Right.
not happening in today's world. People are already done. The last 3 4 days of the D-Day are just to sit and enjoy the success. That's how it's
Last
happening
time,
outside.
last time we actually faced a similar situation, right? Like we
Yeah,
had people who wanted the product, but we were out. We were like, sorry, we have
huh.
nothing on us.
Yeah. On the last day, even now, it's not a surprise for me saying that just a day before the festival, I got order of 350 idols from Prakash's friend, and just like on the day of festival, I got more than 200 idol orders personally on my number.
Right.
I mean, on my personal number, I have got like more than so combining, I got more than 500 orders. So I
Hmm.
don't know it's what's with Suraj, what's with other people in the company. I overheard even people say that what man, even your friends can't arrange a simple idol for you. So that's the demand. So if you want to catch the demand, you have to be at least like 1 month prior to this so that you get your choice of doing it.
But not to worry this time. We're getting 5,000. We're planning for 5,000 units. Prakash is
Yeah,
sending in all the hearts. I can see it from here. My man, Prakash. So, this time we're planning to get 5,000 units. Super excited, man. Super excited. And we might
yeah,
expect, again, we're open to sending Make Me Garden product to other states. So, if we get other people to hop in on this, that will be super, super awesome. So, Prakash, if you're still watching, call up your boy in Bangalore. Is you there, Prakash? Is Prakash there? I don't know. Let me check.
yeah.
Nah,
We
that
just
guy
get to
is
see
not
who's
there.
like. Okay, there's Rajesh, there is Kiran, there is Pranay, and there is Prem.
Prem has asked something. Marketing planning is going on. No, Prem, we're just discussing certain topics, and then mundu gardening upshop and oka podcast అయింది. We do that
Hmm.
every month, twice. Okay, so I think that would be it for today's podcast.
Yeah, that would be it. And also we can start working on, and even whoever are watching, they can start helping us if you can in your own time and energy, whatever you can give us, so that we can help you deliver a product. There's nothing else to that.
I think once we
Come to
have our
Chennai.
initial brainstorming processes,
Huh.
uh, once we give our teammates a better understanding, I guess then we can start telling people like how can they exactly help us out.
Definitely.
That would be a better approach. Come
Yeah,
to
and
Chennai soon.
Pranay Krishna told, yeah, so come
Yo,
by
one,
Chennai, we should be there.
sure, bro. It's just that I don't like humid climate, so I just stay in Hyderabad for most of the time.
Get him
It's
a
very
beach bumper
versatile.
deal from Chennai. He'll run. He'll run
Yeah,
coming
yeah, do
sometimes.
that. Pranay, if you can get me a beach bappa deal to Chennai, I'll
Someday.
come.
Yeah,
I'll tell you how can you get me a beach bappa deal. And also, yeah,
yeah,
let us tell people this. So when I'm talking about a beach bappa deal, right, you can get me certain business. At the same time,
yeah,
this is our concept. If you get us business, we pay you some X amount of money from whatever we make. So, it's like a
mm,
win-win. It's not just a win for me. Let's make money together. This time the quantity is also a lot. So if we sell it at a good price, again, our good price is very reasonable. So if we get reasonable prices out there, I think we can make some good amount of money, bro. That would be awesome to, boost us for the year.
yeah, yeah. And also, compared to the market prices, we are close to 150% down than them, like in the price, and 150% more in the value.
We are the
It's
cheapest
inverse.
on the market, man. Nobody can beat us on the pricing.
Yeah, definitely. Because we have worked well on the logistics, and I think that should be the USP for even the next 5 to 6 years to come.
Actually, the entire product itself is USP, man. I mean, if you're talking about the pricing, our pricing model is at 250. And if you pick it up from our pickup points or store, it's 250. So there is no other person selling a model like ours at the 250 range. They all start at a 600 and above range. That's already
Hmm, hmm.
super awesome for us. And also what we provide in terms of value. Like last time we even put in a face mask,
Yeah,
not just the
yeah,
idol. So in terms of value, we always over deliver. We got so many
definitely.
USPs, bro.
And this time we should plan on that special product as well. What could be for this year?
Yeah, let's see if somebody who's watching has any idea of what that special product has to be. Let us know. We might just use
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You can drop us suggestions anytime. Not only in the live, you can drop in our message box as well.
Yeah, I'll start talking more about this soon in my YouTube videos and stuff. I'll be posting it. I guess
Hmm.
people will know more about it, and I'm sure they'll get back to
Definitely.
us. All the best for Make Me Gardens from Omni Safety Nets. Hey, Prem, I got you some. I got you some business. I'll send you a number. Athan call check. Prem is going to get shit ton of business, bro.
Yeah, he's here to make some bucks.
Yeah, he's also super motivated. I like that.
Yeah, so he's gonna kill it.
Okay, Rohit, then let's end it for today, bro. I gotta go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, it's time already.
All right, man. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye, bro. See you.